What is up? What is up? What is up, y'all? It's your girl, the Nastie girl. What is up? So, today is day June 13th. It is the 13th day of June. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. This is still Pride Month. I know a lot of y'all are celebrating Pride. So, happy Pride. Look, COVID is still real. And I know we partying and stuff and getting it in and going back to normal, but I just want to let y'all know COVID is still real. So be careful. Again, use your mask at your home leisure. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I ain't gonna go into big detail about the rest of the stuff and what's going on about COVID. So a couple of things. What I was gonna talk about, I done lost my track of mind because I moved around instead of doing my video, and it's a reason why I'm not doing my video at home. But hopefully next week I'll be back to doing it at the house. So what did I want to talk about? There's a few things I wanted to talk about. I know a couple that I want to do at the end when I'm talking about series, but what is one thing? You know what? I was gonna be a little. I've been being a little transparent, and I guess I'm talking about emotions a lot because I have been real emotional, but again, I'm bad at showing emotions. So mentally, I'm probably going through a lot, or not necessarily physically. Even though, let me talk about this here. I was trying to start my 3 mile walks again, and baby, I went out there in that heat and I did my 3 miles. Now I completed the task, but when I tell you my body was hot for like the next 2 days, that I didn't go back out there because I was so hot. For the next two, I felt like my insides cooked from walking around. This heat is ridiculous out here in Houston. I just want to let y'all know the heat is ridiculous out here in Houston. But back to talking about my emotions. I know I'm a goofy girl. I'm always trying to smile at least. But I do get emotional. I do have feelings, and I do have because people want to see sad feelings. I do have sad feelings, I guess you can say. But anyway, it has been a real emotional time for me, and I internalize a lot and not try to portray anything on the outside. So just so you know, if I'm blah, kind of standoffish about situations doesn't mean I don't have any emotions to it. It's just I don't like showing emotion, and so it can come across as I don't look like I don't care or I don't give a. But it doesn't necessarily mean that. If you want to know the answer, just ask. How it's coming across. Some people feel like they got to explain themselves, and you really don't have to explain. Hey, you don't want to do it, don't do it. It is what it is. It's life, and we all got to figure out the things we want to do in life the way we want to do it. Now, my reaction to it may be kind of okay, but, again, some people want you to feel sad about certain things, and I'm not going to feel sad about it if it's something that's not emotionally connected to me, I guess you could say. So, anyway, it's just been a lot of things going on, a lot of, just background details. And I try to get on here and not talk about my emotions or get on here crying and stuff like that because that's just not my demeanor. I am a crier, but I'm a crier alone, not necessarily around somebody. Um, so that's all I'm going to say about that. So let's talk about these series. So first, I'm gonna talk about P Valley. Now, y'all know I watched the first episode and I said I was disappointed. So the second episode is out. The second episode started on a good note, but I feel like they still ain't living up to that first season yet. Although it has some good little things that go. Uncle Clifford is thicker than a snicker. Let me tell you something. That thing fine. That thing fine. I just want to let y'all know that if y'all look at what I was looking at, he fine. And then, they got the little shock value piece in there. And I'm not talking about that being the fine part. I'm talking about, them booty legs and thighs and stuff. That's what I'm talking about. He fine. Uncle Clifford is fine. But I'm still not And I didn't see a lot of people talking about it either. So I'm thinking, I think we are probably in the same boat about P Valley, that it's not living up to its first season. It did better the second episode. Let me say that. So I'm not as disappointed, but it's still weak. I'll say it like that. So again, we're watching the staircase. So that's another one. We still getting into. We have now. This is one that my sister watch all this stuff. Legendary, legendary. So we completed season 3 of Legendary. And let me tell you something. That House of Juicy Couture, again, they should have won from jump. They should have won because they was good on every episode. I only seen one that I felt like that was just lacking a teeny bit, but for the most part they stay consistent. And I'm gonna say this: Brooklyn. I have the biggest crush on Brooklyn. If I ever meet Brooklyn, we can get together, Brooklyn. That's all I'm gonna say. We can cohesively get together. Brooklyn, you are a just just nice to look at. So yeah, and I know Brooklyn probably a little youngster. I don't care, but yeah, Brooklyn, you nice, you hot, you's a hot little thing. And so what else have we watched? I've heard about a couple of other ones that we should watch. I think she watching some Kyle Tom Smith. I watched a little bit of that. That looked like it's gonna be pretty interesting. Um, so I'm gonna have to get into that one. It's another one called. I tried to start watch. I can't even remember that. I'm gonna have to talk about that the next time. But anyway, um, look, go watch P Valley and see. If y'all got the same mindset as me. Go watch Legendary because Legendary is really good. I want to just say, I have a crush on a couple of people on Legend, but Brooklyn is number one. But some of the hoes, some of the judges and stuff, they all look good. They all is pretty people. They is all pretty people. That's all I got to say about that. Look, I'm gonna get off here because then I'm gonna have to go. Look, I'm gonna go look at Legendary on my phone. Look, don't do nothing I wouldn't do, and if you do, do it better. Deuces.